confidence, and fulfillment that are tangible illustrations of the deep meaning of because I am worth it. Why fit in when you're born to stand out, ladies and gentlemen? We have gathered here today to launch the exclusive collection of Burberry chic German Paris to introduce this signature collection. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Manchi, looking very pretty, I must say. It's all yours.
Bachchan. Okay, she's just walking down, so I guess, sorry, this is a day where you will have to wait a little bit. But I can assure you that she's very excited to be meeting all of you, especially in the new year.
In 2015, we present Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Ladies and gentlemen, the woman of substance, the lady who makes us proud and how, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. A little in front. To click a photo, you can come in front. Aishwarya, Happy New Year! You're looking so happy. So good to see you. Well, you have to use a little bit of magic to unveil this. All yours. You just have to pull this down. Manchi, we want you on stage as well. The awesome twosome. There you go. Manchi, behave yourself, being very naughty. It was a very harmless statement. Awesome twosome. Mean sisters, soul sisters. Alright, when I do lights, camera, action, you bring it down. Lights, camera, action! Taaliyon ki goonj, please, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever claps the loudest gets to take this red jacket home. You want to want it? Alright, ma'am. This is the lipstick. You have to sign on it with that. Yeah, of course. Wherever you sign, that's the spot. Here you go.
फॉलो को मारा बंद बोलो बंद करने के लिए यार लाइक
There you go, another photo opportunity. My friends from the media, this is your moment once again. Aishwarya, I request you to please take a seat. There you go. And let's give it up for both the ladies and gentlemen. What a brilliant kickstart to 2015. Aishwarya, I want to ask you one question. How do you manage to look every year more and more pretty? How do you do this? Is it a magic lamp? What happens? Give us the lowdown. I promise I won't let anyone else know. It's within you and me only.
This platform, 12 years with L'Oreal. So
Wow.
yes, we're worth it.
All right. What an exciting campaign, right? And what a way to start 2015 as well.
So, I'm going to stand up and give the respect. So, everybody, hello, welcome, good evening. And firstly, I'd like to wish you all a very, very happy new year. Happy 2015. Success, health, happiness, peace, and loads of love in the year ahead, of course, in the years to come. So nice to see you all again after a bit of a gap. I think we met just last month, but it suddenly sounds like a start to another year. It's a great association that I'm getting the opportunity to celebrate with you all so early in the start of 2015 with the launch of a brilliant, vibrant, deep, mysterious, fun, exciting color of love, red. And it's an absolute pleasure today for me with the team of L'Oreal to be at the inauguration and the launch of the collection of the Star Pure Reds and to share it with you all today. We had great fun as a team of fabulous ladies, lovely brand ambassadors, great colleagues coming together to create this campaign in Cannes. And you all have had the opportunity to, I'm sure, already have a sneak peek at the ad film that we made together and the press release. And I'm sure all you ladies out there are going to enjoy experimenting, exploring, celebrating this wonderful color. And all of you all will have the pleasure of photographing it. So, welcome and enjoy.
Aishwarya, I want to sing a song for you, 2 lines, all right? You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. On behalf of everyone present here, it's a classic 1960s, 70s song, all right? Did you like my singing?
I think someone slipped you a little something, right, to get you to do that right now.
No, it came naturally from within. You know, what I want to know is, what change do you feel from within, all right, when you wear a red lipstick?
You know, and I was sharing this, in fact, with my team at L'Oreal. I was very, very excited with this idea when they shared it with me mid last year, that this was the next collection we were coming up with. The earlier year, we loved sharing the nudes, the shades of nudes with everybody, and that was a natural for me. I've done that for the longest time. You all have witnessed it. Natural shades, the normal shades is what, the nude shades is what I've always worn as a lip color. And then there was this next idea of coming up with a collection of reds. And, you know, it's also, I guess, I've been at that phase of life, and so many women all around, coincidentally, have been very excited with the idea of wearing this vibrant color. And it kind of just changes your mood for the day, irrespective of what role you play. And you all have witnessed me wearing my color throughout the year at every given opportunity, because I said, all right, let's go out here and try this, and I've genuinely enjoyed the entire palette. Though I have a specific shade to me, I have really enjoyed the palette, which I have been wearing. Red, you normally associate, I think traditionally we have ample opportunity to enjoy wearing our reds. We have so many festivities with our lovely Indian traditional wear. We get to wear the color, it goes perfectly with our bindis, with sindoor, with our jewelry. It's just the perfect complement to our gold, to our precious stones. So it works brilliantly with Indian wear. But I chose to also try it equally with Western wear and casual wear, formal wear, to even wear it off of flight, which you all have seen, my dear friends from the media. I've come out of the airport wearing red color, which I never did before. I said, well, let me try it, and honestly I've enjoyed it, and believe you me, and I'm not saying this just because I'm here on this platform, but people have actually been embracing this color and wearing it with great aplomb. And women, I'm sure my dear girlfriends out here will recognize when I say, when you wear just this lovely strong lip color, you really don't need to do much else, and it just works. It's a complete accessory, you don't even need to accessorize, and you feel all dressed up going from one thing to the next. So I must say that initially, just like any other, I'm sure lady will kind of wonder, am I overdoing it? But believe you me, I'm saying this from experience, you know, because I also first last May started with the bold lip red in can, and I said, all right, it goes with the red carpet. You all saw it, we all enjoyed it, great. But from there on, I tried it casually. It works. So I'm saying this from experience. I'm glad I've had the time to actually experience it at every other different occasion of my life, and to sit here and say it with gusto that, yeah, you will enjoy a palette of reds, and you have proof. You witnessed it in all the different fan photos and Instagram pictures that are up through the year. I have been enjoying my reds thoroughly.
What I want to know is,
Why is he getting intrusive? First he sings a song, then he wants to come home.
I want a red jacket for you.
You wore red because today we are introducing the collection, Maria. But I think generally, and Abhishek of course is my husband, is the man in my life, but he's also my best friend, and I must say actually he has been saying, looks good, because it hasn't been me before, so when I wear it, it does feel, you do immediately feel dressed up and ready for the next occasion, even if there isn't time for much else, and that's something Abhishek is witness to. I'm also always scrambling for time, trying to find more time to try and get ready before you go from one thing to the next, and this works. It is an immediate change, it's an immediate, you're all dressed up, you're all ready to hit the occasion, so it works.
Well, if you've noticed...
And always appreciate a quick fix. Like, get ready quickly and let's get going to the next event or occasion. It's appreciated.
I'm sure, but if you notice, there are so many people who are wearing red here as well. It seems to be the color of the season.
Totally, and that's what's really nice about the color. I mean, red is strong. It's feisty, not just fire, it's feisty, it's cherubic, it's vivacious, it's powerful, it's just a great strong energy. And you get the opportunity to actually show its depth, its strength. It's a strong color, which is great.
You know what? You were talking about how women and people feel empowered wearing red. I was talking to a woman here, and she said, you know what, I feel empowered wearing red. We men also, when we wear borrowed red jackets like this, we feel very empowered. Really?
Welcome aboard.
Yes, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, अब वो वक्त आ
You're
गया है.
wearing red, our dear photographer friend, आप भी red wearing.
तालियां सबके लिए जो red पहने हुए हैं.
Yes.
Come on. All right. और जो मेरा mic जल्दी लेके आएगा, उसको 2 drink मेरे से free, please. All right. Now we're going to open the floor for all of you to ask questions to Aishwarya Rai Bachchan and Manshi as well. But please, एक दरखास्त है, I get down on my knees. Questions pertaining to the brand only. And all you have to do is lift up your hands, give me a very nice, cute smile, and I will make sure you can ask them a question, all right?
Thank you, Brother, I love you, huh? I'll marry you. Alright. अब पहला प्रश्न जो होगा.
Can I request you to please stand up and take photographs from this side? Please, all of you. Thank you.
You don't worry. It's all good. Come here.
Hi Aishwarya. Hi, Happy New Year.
And to you. Welcome.
Sorry. Our Twitter followers actually really wanted to know, Miss Bali Twitter followers wanted you to answer whether they saw your new ad for L'Oreal with your hair really short, and they wanted to know if you ever plan to really cut it, and what are any really big changes that you've done in the role or like appearance-wise.
There are many questions in there in one. Well, to begin with, it was great fun to experiment with the hair length for the commercial, and it was really, I think it was a great idea that the team came up with, and an impactful visual, because it did, look, if it's got you started talking, it's piqued the viewer's interest enough to be even talking about it, then we as a team have achieved in the world of advertising and marketing to do just that, to get people to talk about what they have visually just witnessed. And that kind of visual imaging was a definite new, because for the longest time I've always been seen with wearing a longer length of hair. And probably largely in a lot of my roles, also where I played, characters from literature or from history, it's even larger, longer lengths of hair. So this was a new image, and I'm glad it received the kind of chatter and interest that it did. And the idea that I appreciated with that ad campaign, it's another product of L'Oreal, it's not the lipstick, but I'm happy to speak about it, was where we were discussing that very often, and that I'm sure a lot of women will agree, the length of our hair is decided by the state your hair is in. You end up going for a trim, and then at that point possibly experimenting with the length of your hair when you're sitting with your hairdresser, because your hair has probably had damaged ends, or a cut has grown out and you're not sure because of treatment or whatever else, or your lack of having time to pay attention to your hair, that it's gone through damage, and that's what decides the length of your hair. Whereas what we said is, let that not be the deciding factor anymore, because the product that you're going to use is not going to allow that kind of damage to happen. So I thought it was such an honest and true reading of us and the length of our hair. Very rarely do we go and very rarely, a lot of women of course just decide to choose how they want to wear their hair, but largely it is based on the state your hair is in. And so that entire idea rang through, the imagery, the visual was new, and I got the opportunity to sport shorter hair. So that was fun. Have I ever worn my hair that short? I'll tell you, all through before I joined showbiz, all through my college years, school years, I always had short hair. So that to me personally was a shout out to the way I used to wear my hair way earlier. And it was fun to kind of re-experience that length of hair. And would I ever experiment with the length of my hair? I always have. I mean, if I've done such long hair pieces, that is a natural to me. So I have done a lot vis-a-vis what my character requires or entails. And that's something I've always done. So if it means going shorter as well, if it's required for a character, of course. And I'm sure the brand will back me up.
Thank you so much, Devanshi. Thank you, Aishwarya.
Hi, Manshi and Aishwarya.
Where are you, ma'am? Where are you?
Here.
Where? Oh, please stand up. Come on, we want to look at you, ma'am. What's your name?
Sasha.
From?
Hi, Sasha.
Roger. Hi, see you. First of all, wishing you a very, very happy new year. And Manshi, I want to start with you. What sort of transition have you seen in the colors operate? Because earlier the women, we talk about Indian women, they were really scared to kind of experiment. So can you share, the kind of whatever feedbacks you've been getting from your clients?
In the last year and a half or 2 years, we've seen that women in India wanting to wear hotter shades, so brighter shades. So pops was a big thing last year. There were a lot of pop colors that were in vogue. So there were pinks and corals actually came into the picture last year. So pinks and corals. And I think what we've tried to do from that is now we know that the Indian woman is open to trying brighter colors. And what better than red? Because, like Ash said, red is such an integral part of our lives and everything. And net, if you wear red of any shade, you don't need anything else to accessorize. So it's really bright, it works on our kind of skin tone. So it's the next new thing to do.
Right. And Aishwarya, I mean, what message would you give to all the young girls out there who are still kind of scared to try the color red? And also, what are the tips that you follow to, have a flawless red lips?
Well, honestly, I think I answered the first part of your question in everything that I said earlier about how I don't think people are scared. People are just curious about the response to the color. But recently, the trend has been to enjoy color in, you have a pop of it, either in your accessories, in your clothing, but in makeup as well. The trend has been growing, and wonderfully, it has already, in fact, reached. Red has already hit town. You've seen it over the last 2 months and only growing that much more popular. So, I don't have any, I'm very, very confident about how well red is appreciated as a color. And about if there are any trepidations, I myself said how I was I just shared my experience with, natural tones and nudes vis-a-vis actually going with pop, let alone going with red. And I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've actually experimented with it in various roles of your everyday. Be it me at a glam situation, be me at right now a press meet, be at an Indian event, at my birthday at home. I think people have seen pictures up already. Because there was no, I couldn't really get into any other kind of togging up or dressing up. I was putting my baby to bed and then joining friends at home. So I just quickly put on a red color, and I felt ready to kind of greet and host a party at home. I did that at the Indian festivity of Diwali. I've done it off an aircraft, just quickly getting down if you're going to, meet with a whole load of people interested in taking pictures. So to feel relatively more turned out than just, rolling out of your personal space. I've tried that. I've tried it to a dinner. So it's fun. And what's particularly beautiful about this collection, and I share this woman to woman, is the fact that it doesn't run, it doesn't spread that easily. And that's something we'd always be concerned about when you wear a bold color, and especially something as beautiful and strong as red. You do not want it to run, to spread. And so this has long wear. But at the same time, while it is matte, and what you do experience with, and I don't know, well, guys, this is not for you, it's for the girls. It's a technical jargon here, but they will get it because it's important. The thing about long wear lipsticks is you wonder if it gets a bit too drying. But this is moist, and this was something that excited me because I always like a touch of something natural, and this has jojoba oil, and that's something that made me feel more confident again with wearing a strong color, to know that it is infused with a natural oil that could be good to actually moisturize your lip as well, because it has a stain, and with stain you want a little bit of health and naturalness also infused. So these colors have that. So this detail definitely excited me. That's why I've been wearing it so much more.
And you look lovely. That's I must say.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I agree with you, ma'am. I agree that she looks lovely. All right, next question, ma'am.
Hi Aishwarya, hi. Yeah, happy New Year to you. I'm looking stunning.
Ma'am, you're wearing red, are you?
Yeah.
Wow, get up, come on!
Aishwarya, I would like to ask you, since years after years you are there on the counts, so what is your beauty mantra, and wanted to know what is the global trends of India?
Well, firstly, yes, I do thank L'Oreal for having given me the opportunity to revisit Cannes. The first time I got to be there was with Devdas, and I know I'm getting repetitive for all of you who've heard this so often, but since we have touched upon Cannes, I cannot not share that very important beginning with my experience with Cannes. And meaningful because it was with our very own film Devdas, where instantly I was turning around with red, with Lal Gulal. So, which is a very strong imagery and recall of Paro from the movie. So I think it's kind of valid that we do a shout out to Devdas. And yeah, thereon I got the opportunity to revisit the wonderful Cannes Festival as a L'Oreal Global Ambassador, and I'm very, very thankful for each experience, honestly, because each one has been one that has been a growing experience for me, also with my own personal growth and experience. You get to come away with a lot, you get to give a lot with each passing year. So that has been tremendous and much cherished year after year. And in terms of what do I see, as you said, the global trend for the Indian at Cannes, you know what's really nice is, yes, I did wear a lot more Indian designers earlier. And then actually, and with due respect to the brand, since I was part of the international dream team, L'Oreal Paris had, and I do back that idea, they had the idea that let us actually have women from different nationalities internationally not wear their nationality. Let them be recognized as women of the world. And however much we might agree or disagree, internationally gowns is like the universal traditional wear. That is the traditional wear. And hence, universally, they would have women from different parts of the world, from their international dream team, walk together, so the world gets to witness women of the world on the international red carpet at Cannes. And that's how we stopped wearing our own traditional wear and kept it universally gowns, and at the same time get the opportunity to display all that L'Oreal has to show in terms of their makeup trends, in the different ways you can style your hair, because at the end of the day, this is a cosmetic giant, and that is the opportunity for us to share with the world the trends that the brand sees as opportune to share with the world at that time. So that's the role we're playing there. We are the brand ambassadors on that platform. If I was going there at if I ever visited the India Pavilion, or I went there with a movie of my own, even if it is for a press meet, then that's the opportunity for us to do what we want to do vis-a-vis, say, the film, what language or imagery the producer, the director wants to put out, whether we want to do something in character or out of character from the film. So there is that kind of discussion and thought that goes into it, and accordingly, the role is played out for the international media to take home with them. So that's what we really do on the public platform. But at the same time, what's been nice is in the recent past, and here I'd like to thank L'Oreal India, where with my counterparts here, I have had the opportunity to wear a couple of Indian designers, albeit the silhouette need not necessarily be strongly Indian. But I have been, if I'm there for 3 days, at least if not more, I definitely find the opportunity to showcase the talents of our designers in possibly traditional wear, or at least you get to see the embroidery, the workmanship in a Western silhouette on that platform. So that's something I've always shared, because primarily in the recent years, I've definitely been going there singularly as the L'Oreal brand ambassador. So my professionalism to the brand calls for me to play the role I'm meant to play.
All right, next question.
Yeah, Aishwarya Sonal here.
Yes. Hi.
Here.
Hi.
Actually, ये सवाल जोई की तरफ से भी था और हम सभी की तरफ से, कि आराधना ने कितनी बार आपकी लिपस्टिक लेकर अपने फेस को पेंट किया है?
You know, last time when I'd come to introduce Kajal Magique, और किसी ने ये सवाल किया था कि आराध्या मेकअप की तरफ ध्यान देती है, तो मैंने कहा कि बिल्कुल नहीं, बहुत छोटी है. I said, how can you even ask me this question? मगर I'll have to share this with the world. So all this time that I've been working and I've been getting ready for my endorsements, yeah, jo bhi hoga, whatever my professional work, and it hasn't been film, so it's been mainly endorsements and appearances. So even on my travels, I have been getting ready in my suite. तो मैं दूसरे कमरे में जाके तैयार नहीं होती हूँ, मैं उसी कमरे में where Aradhya will be around, so I'm still there. I'm there to be there with her, for her, attend to her, entertain her, and all of that while I'm getting ready. And at the same time, when I leave, I tell her I'm going to office. So for her, I'm going to office, getting ready. That kind of goes with the turf. So I think it's interesting, she believes this is part of my tool, all of this, whether it's a hairdryer, whether it's products or getting ready and makeup, and she associates that with my office bag. So that kind of works for me so far. You have it on record now. तो पता नहीं कितने सालों बाद अब कभी उनको दिखाएंगे. But this is the way it's been so far, and that's the way I validate it. But I admit that very recently, and literally I'll say post the Miss World honor, actually just after that, which is, so she's 3 years and 1 month, right? Around nearly 1 month, was when the first time she said, "What you doing?" And I was cleaning off my makeup. And I said, "I'm cleaning my face." And I was shocked that she knew the word makeup. She said, "No, you're taking off your makeup." Like, oh my God, she's caught on. So yeah, she's growing up. She's caught on to the world. So far, there is no experimenting with my makeup, but she's aware. And I think girls will be girls. So before you know it, they're growing up and they're aware. So that's that.
Yeah, and I must say that she looks very angelic, just like her mother.
Thank you. I completely believe you on that, whether or not you're just saying it. She is my angel, and to a mother, she's angelic, completely.
ऐश्वर्या कल ही शमिताभ का ट्रेलर लॉन्च हुआ और ढेर सारे व्यूज, लाखों व्यूज मिल गए. आपने ट्रेलर देखा, कैसा लगा आपको?
Well, आप लोग तो मुझे accuse करेंगे of being absolutely biased, but you know, I think it's incredible कि the idea is fascinating, and I know more than that has been revealed on the trailer. So I'm very, very excited to see this product, to see this film. I think when Balki and Pa come together, and Pa because he's Pa to me, not because that was their last film together, I think it's great to see talents actually use the opportunity of working together and coming up with a new idea. And as a creative person, as an artist, let alone a family member, I am truly looking forward to this idea on celluloid, because I know the idea. I have, Balki has shared it with me right at the very beginning with us, and I'm very, very excited to see this, and I hope you all are too.
And we are very excited for sure.
Aishwarya, towards your left, Aishwarya.
Let. Sonu, we can see you. You need to jump a little bit. Just jump.
Yeah. And I was talking to a mic. It's all very confusing.
Here.
Ladies first, please. Thank you.
मेरा कुछ आपसे ये जैसे आप मतलब आफ्टर बहुत साल जब भी आप आते हो स्टेज पे ऐसे ही ब्यूटीफुल और अच्छे दिखते हो, तो इसका राज थोड़ा सा हमें
बहुत अच्छी टीम के साथ मैं काम करती हूँ।
और दूसरी बात है कि मेकअप
और मैं बहुत ही शुक्रगुजार हूँ जब भी मेरी टीम मेरा मेकअप और हेयर करके मुझे यहाँ आपके सामने प्रस्तुत करते हैं, तो आई एम वेरी, वेरी थैंकफुल टू द टीम।
और आपकी मतलब हेयर भी बहुत ही अच्छी है पहले जैसे थी, तो हाउ यू मेंटेन योर
Because you.
और
Seriously, I actually use, I do use L'Oreal products, and I vouch for their hair care system. It's fabulous. So genuinely, just go for it.
और मेकअप किसी के ब्यूटी में कितना ज़्यादा इन्हांस करती है किसी ब्यूटी को, कितना ज़रूरी है?
मेकअप देखिए, हाँ मैं लॉरियल के प्लेटफॉर्म पर हूँ, और हाँ मैं प्रोडक्ट्स को एंडोर्स करती हूँ, और मैं यूज़ भी करती हूँ. आप लोगों ने मुझे सालों से देखा है, मैं यूज़ भी करती हूँ. तो जब मैं कहूँगी कि मेकअप इज़ मेरे लाइफ में इट हैज़ हैड मल्टीपल रोल्स, जबकि आपने कहा कि कितना नेसेसरी है, मैं हमेशा कहूँगी कि इंडिविजुअल चॉइस है, आप पर निर्भर है कि अगर आप यूज़ करना चाहो तो यूज़ कीजिए, यूज़ करना ना चाहो तो प्लीज़ मत कीजिए. It is an individual choice. It has to make you feel good. Whatever the products you choose to use in your life, nobody can force you, and nobody should force you. It is an absolute individual choice because it has to be an extension of who you are, your personality. And I don't think a lady or a gentleman for that matter should ever compromise with their own integrity, with who they are as individuals. You have to be who you are, be comfortable in your skin, and by wearing makeup, it does not mean you're not comfortable in your skin. It does not mean you lack confidence. It does not mean you need makeup for confidence. It could just well mean your interest, like it could well be in wearing certain colors. When we say red is a powerful color, it doesn't mean you choose to wear red because you need to feel that power क्योंकि आप लोगों में कुछ कमी है. Or when you choose to wear white, you need to feel pure or project purity, or you wear black because you need to look slim or look officious. Or you wear bright colors because मैं बहुत दुखी हूँ और इसलिए मुझे आज bright colors पहनने हैं. Yeah, vice versa. I think art, colors, we've been introduced to it since childhood. I mean, Aradhya loves colors. It's the first thing that she took to. So colors is a part of our life. Art is a part of our life. And makeup to me is an extension of art. It's what you choose to do, like with your clothing, like whether you choose to tie your hair or leave your hair loose, carry a bag, not carry a bag, wear glasses, not wear glasses. It's absolutely your choice. You know, you can choose to wear contact lenses, you can actually choose to wear glasses, shades, and so on and so forth. Any kind of creativity is just that. So have fun with it and enjoy it and feel good about it. Very often, for me, I think it just became a way of life because I also chose to be an actor. So in an actor's life, makeup is, we worship it. It's part of our, it's our morning puja. The first thing we do is we worship our makeup and then start putting it on. And then act back up, you wipe it off and then take to doing whatever else you want to personally do. Makeup has a very pious place and a very symbolic place in our lives, in the life of an actor. It helps you become the character. It helps you walk away from being that character. So it has different roles. At the same time, it is part of being on this public platform. Just like, I mean, it is not imperative to wear a gown or to wear a sari or to wear a suit. You can be dressed as you like. That's the only thing that I kept saying with each passing year with you all on the public platform. Being on the public platform has become so natural to me that I don't take it half as seriously as analysts do. Because I have so many varied opportunities that I will choose the occasion for what it is and dress accordingly as I think fit for that occasion. But it is not the first and last time. It's not the first and last red carpet. It's not the first and last stage I'm standing on. It's not the first and last time I'm speaking to you through a mic or in any kind of public exchange. So I don't go as nuts about responses or work myself into a tizzy over it. It's become natural to me. So it's become a natural part of my life, being on the public platform.
Aishwarya? Yeah, who's this? Where are you, sir? Can we have it?
Hi.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yes, definitely.
Aishwarya, it was Aradhya's first day at school yesterday. How was the day like? And does she feel like a star
You're
kid already?
scaring me. Why are you tracking me like that? Oh, who are you? Please look at your clothes.
But no, how was it like?
It wasn't her first day. It's just school reopened after the vacation. So in that sense, it wasn't yesterday. It was day before yesterday. You kind of got it slightly wrong. It was day before yesterday. Was her first day post the holidays. It wasn't her first day at school altogether.
But does she feel like a star kid already?
Man, have I sat her down on a couch and got her to like analyze herself? Not really.
Thanks, Sonu. You sound like a star right now, my friend. That's
I
for
hope
sure.
not. I certainly don't think so. Meet her and say it for yourself. Watch, see for yourself.
So, Aishwarya ma'am,
अच्छा, एक second. I will mediate this. वहाँ पे एक आवाज आ रही है यहाँ पे. When I say ask your questions, then do that, please. They are right. Okay. The lady there on my left-hand side, ma'am, go for it.
Hi, Aishwarya. Hi. We all know that you're going to make a comeback this year. So I want to know that how will how do you plan to manage both the roles? One, that of acting.
I want to know too.
And
Honestly.
the mother that you are playing, obviously, a good one. So how will you manage the two?
Like I keep saying, I want to know too. I don't have any reference book. I think every day is an experience for what it is, and I think every working mother will vouch for that. And that bag of, I guess, whatever we go through, call it anticipation, anxiety, excitement, concern, worry, loads of affection. I think, and I'm going to say this out aloud, every working mother will go through her own pangs of guilt, and separation anxiety is more yours than the child's. I can vouch for that. So that's what we are part of every day for the rest of our life. I don't think it has anything to do with, I mean, I'm sitting right here and, you know, y'all will never be able to read where all the mind is at. So that's, I think, our life. That's the life of every working mother. And every day is a learning curve of us finding a way to what we would call the perfect balance. And dare I say so honestly, I don't think we'd ever be able to find that perfect balance. It's a constant search. But that's life, and we embrace it, and we go with the flow.
All right, thank you, ma'am. This is the last question.
So I've got 2 questions, Aishwarya ma'am. Will you please allow me?
All right, one second. Ma'am, question to him. This is going to be the last question. After that, group bites. The gentleman, the bodybuilder with the tight shirt, so it's all yours.
So Aishwarya ma'am, since you have been the international face of Bollywood, and after that being crowned the Miss World title, you just made your instinct in the Bollywood, and there you just managed to work with all the big directors, producers, and all the heroes. So since you are making your comeback, which is that thing what prompted you just make a comeback? Is that the appetite for?
Sir, agar मैं समझूं in one line, if you don't mind, I love the way you work out. Sir, you mean to say what motivated you to make a comeback?
Yeah, of course.
Brilliant. Ma'am, thank you, sir.
That's sweet though, you took me down memory lanes. Much as I've done everything to fight that term called comeback, it will be forever attached. Na? मतलब हम उससे कभी दूर जा ही नहीं पाएंगे, और हम मतलब I mean all of us. I'm still trying, so let's see. 2015, a new beginning. Hopefully, everybody will like weed that term away. And honestly, maybe that term worked sometime back when, you know, you all did not see the artist for a while and then suddenly see the artist after a long gap. Then it's a different story. But I think we have been interacting throughout on different platforms, and today lifestyles of, I think, people in the public platform, creative people from our medium has changed. So that's probably why I don't completely agree with that term. But yes, I haven't made a movie on celluloid for the last 3 years, so 3.5. So that's going to be after a bit of a gap. About once an actor, always an actor. I've always said that, and God willing, professionals willing, you can actually keep that going. So what prompted me, I think I've been very blessed and fortunate that a large part of the industry and a very excited audience and a lot of well-wishers that I have world over have been prompting me all through, along with you all, my dear, generous members of the media, who have been asking me this question probably from the very first outing I had having after delivered Aradhya. So that was a very loud prompt, and that's why I probably never felt like I have taken a step back. I have been genuinely interacting with directors, and you know, it's directors who be bringing the scripts to me, not just script writers. And I have been interacting with them throughout. I had a lot more time, in fact, in year 1, after having delivered Aradhya, to actually have a lot more meetings. Post year 2, it has been exceedingly busy with all my other commitments completely overwhelming my every day. So I've probably stopped at, and just yesterday I got asked this question in an interview, so I said about 5 to 6 scripts locked in. 2 announcements have already been made. The others I'm sure will be done as and when the team chooses to do. And it all of course sounds very exciting and very immediately मैंने तो हाँ कर दी लेकिन अभी देखना है कि how we get into scheduling it. And luckily at this point in time it's all very fairly scheduled, and between currently Sanjay Gupta's film going on floor Jazba and Karan's soon after. So the pace of these 2 films seem perfect at this point in time to answer your question in terms of me establishing the rhythm of my personal and professional life. And once I experience that, I guess I'll be able to decide on the pace ahead. But at this point in time, it seems smooth. And since I have been working very actively, even with my endorsements and other social work in the last year, which has been also at a fairly strong pace along with my meetings, I think I should be able to find that rhythm and balance. So looking forward to that challenge.
And among from the current breed of the girls, current actresses, whom you will like to just gift that this red lipstick?
Sir, I'm going to give this question to your wife. You're asking about other girls. It's not a good thing. Thank you, ma'am.
Good timing.
Sir, now you can breathe with that tight t-shirt. I love you.
But I want to answer your question. Please look at every current actress's photograph in the last 2 months. Everybody is wearing red, so that's a good plus already.
I have a feeling he's going to wear a red lipstick after this. Light aega. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to wrap this up. We're going to have group bites. You can get your cameras very gently close to the stage. We will entertain 2 to 3 questions. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. That's a photo. Thank you so much for being our strength.
अरे पीछे अंकित यार ऐश्वर्या जी मैडम
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, because we love you so much, we have high tea outside. Do join us for that. The high tea is amazing. I've been having it all afternoon, morning, evening. It's great. It's the best high tea you'll ever have in your life. All right?
ऐश्वर्या जी मैम यहाँ पे उल्टी मैम ये क्या हाँ
All right, thank you so much, Aishwarya, for gracing the occasion of the status quo. Ladies and gentlemen, Q&A हो गया है सारे प्रश्न जवाब. So thank you so much. I'm sure you had a great one session with Aishwarya. Thank you so much, Aishwarya. Give it up for ladies. A huge one for what's done. And may you have the best year of your life. 2015 is going to be your year.
सेल्फी
And like Crystal Ball says, that 2015 is going to be Aishwarya Rai Bachchan's year. And once again, ladies and gentlemen,
I want to get stuck. Only you know that feeling, na? जल्दी कर रहा है. Traffic में अटक जाएंगे. चलो guys, please. How is y'all doing? Good. You heard that question, na? I told Sonal to answer. ऐश्वर्या, आप जब से मिस वर्ल्ड
काट देना इरम
थोड़ा पीछे जाएंगे. थोड़ा पीछे. फ्रेम बेटर होगा. आप थोड़ा पीछे आइए ना. हम साथ शुरू करेंगे.
थोड़ा सा पीछे लाइट ले मेरे
Then I got a little blind.
थोड़ा सा पीछे हो जाना प्लीज. थोड़ा सा पीछे. मैं बूम मोड नहीं आपके पास ऑलरेडी रोलिंग प्लीज रोल गाइस. रोलिंग. ऐश्वर्या जी
जब से आप मिस वर्ल्ड बनी हैं तब से आप काफ़ी देश भर में लड़कियों को काफ़ी इंस्पायर कर रही हैं, बोल्डनेस अपनी काफ़ी दिखा रही हैं। ऐसा ही बोल्ड स्टेप लिया है इंटरनेशनल पीजेंट ने कि वो बिकनी राउंड नहीं रखेंगी, इसमें आपकी क्या राय रखती हैं?
वेल, मैं बहुत ही खुश थी जब जूलिया बॉन्डली ने मेरे साथ ये डिटेल शेयर किया था। इनफैक्ट 1994 में मेरे पैजेंट के बाद दैट ईयर 95 ऑनवर्ड्स ही उन्होंने वो राउंड कैंसिल कर दिया था, क्योंकि मैंने कहा कि इट वाजंट वेरी नेचुरली कंफर्टेबल फॉर सम ऑफ अस नेशनैलिटीज़ एंड ये नहीं कि आई वाजंट स्पीकिंग solely for me, but I was really speaking for a lot of girls from countries where the swimwear round was not necessarily swimwear is not a natural way of life in terms of social display. It is a very, you go to your own clubs and you can do it, or in your own homes or whatever, people felt comfortable in their natural environments or environments they were comfortable in. So I had shared that with her, and in fact for the next quite a few years, if I'm not mistaken, at least for the next 3 years if not more, they did do away with the swimwear round per se and did it more like a beachwear fashion show, where a lot of the contestants got the opportunity to just showcase any creative designer from their world creating a beachwear sequence, which could be whatever accessories they wanted, and it was done like a fashion model round rather than swimwear particularly. And I felt very thrilled with that one little personal achievement that I had kind of made with the pageant, and she had done that for quite some time. Then I think it went back to what was internationally, and frankly, if you looked around even here, suddenly everybody was getting socially a lot more comfortable with it also. So I think it had come back for a while as a natural round, but this time she shared with me that she was definitely doing away with this round now, and I was very, very happy to hear that, and I feel very proud because for me it was always, and ये तो मैं खुद कहूँगी on record कि when I became Miss World, I was definitely not the best beach body of all the 87 contestants. I can vouch for it, I can put a stamp on it, and yet I won the title. So to me, I kept saying that if this is not the only reason, then क्या होता है कि कई लोगों के मन में ये एक image बन जाता है कि नहीं, this is the imperative round and this becomes the deciding factor, which is not true. And even in Miss India, I was definitely not. And I remember in Miss India also, I had got the perfect 10 title, and I was not the best, I was not the fittest beach body in the Miss India contestants either. And I remember the judges and the pageant people telling me that getting the Miss 10 title was not only about literally your physicality, it was about how you presented yourself, your confidence, and so much else that went with it. The ease, not taking it all that too seriously, everything put together. So I feel it is important that girls, if they participate, I mean, at least for me, participating in a pageant was the opportunity to represent us as a people, especially the Indian woman on an international platform. That's what I made it that year. That's what I've made it all these years. Even if I'm an actor from India, it's about representing us on an international platform. Every time I get the opportunity to be on an international platform and interact with people beyond our shores. So if that's the meaning it holds, then it would be nice if that's what gets recognized. So I'm glad that that round isn't imperative anymore.
Actually, Warrior somewhere on the stands for women empowerment, and today Bollywood is full of empowerment, so to speak.
Can you just stick to the brand? Yeah. I was told these were brand questions. That's why I got you on here. Because you didn't get a chance to answer. Please ask brand questions or it's...
Okay.
You know, I interviewed...
just 1 second.
I interviewed Sanjay Gupta last week, and he said that, you know, keeping in mind the entire empowerment thing, there would be a profit sharing happening for Jazba. So,
how is this L'Oreal? Tell me.
Okay, chalo.
Can I ask you a question? Thank you. So, L'Oreal, like you said, like everybody is saying, is a very bold brand, and you're the face of this brand since many years. Being in the industry all these years, and now 2015 is when you're making a comeback. I want to know if at all this brand has helped you, given you an edge over such a 2015 year that you're going to be coming back.
You're trying to bring questions in together. Going to bring the brand in. Trying to bring the brand in. So you're free to rephrase that question
Thank
because it
you.
was just very forced.
Thank you.
So ask me the question
so I'm
differently.
going to ask you whether 2015 is a Bachchan year because we've got 3 movies back to back by Mr. Bachchan. You're coming up with 2 movies. We're even hearing that you're going to be doing a movie with Mr. Abhishek Bachchan. Anything like that on the cards?
See,
for you?
these are not the kind of things that we foresee because if you have to start with my father-in-law, he has been in the industry far too long to be really sitting, and he's made it very, very obvious by his entire career graph that he does not need to chart his course based on anybody else's course. And he works on his movies. When they're ready to be released, they get released. It's not about sitting in locking periods of the year and so on and so forth for a release. And the world recognizes that. They respect him far too much. He is far too esteemed. And when we say he's iconic, we mean it. So these questions don't even really attribute really don't need to be credited with how to phrase an answer for someone like him. When it comes to us as a family, I think people have seen each of us as professionals really charting our own course and not going about making any kind of packaged announcements at any point in time. And that will always hold true for us as individual artists who have always belonged to the medium. And when it comes to me and my films coming this year, I'm definitely going to start working on them. Periods of release, dates of release is completely the producers / directors' prerogative, as has always been the industry norm, and as and when the products are ready. And today there are so many other defining factors. I think everybody's looking for that Friday, which is a good time to go forth, get that opportunity, that window of release, because there are so many movies that our industry makes. So as and when that's the right window, films get released. Coincidentally, it's just all come together in 2015. So let's see how it rolls. But we're all excited about the year and looking forward to it.
But
And all the positivity with
Any
it.
brand questions? That's it.
It's true that you are going to scene with Abhishek Bachchan in Prahlad Karpal. There's this news going on.
See, actually, I've always said that you'll have to wait for teams to make announcements. So the only 2 films that we have officially announced as a team so far is Jazba and Ae Dil Hai Mushkil. And the other movies, as and when they get released, was when I think you all should then be talking about it and giving it more chatter. Because sometimes what tends to happen is it tends to put pressures on different teams and puts different professionals in different situations. Because now, whatever be the film, suppose with some particular filmmaker we do not go ahead with the project, then it can put them in a situation of wondering, was their film not viable, not good enough, was the script not good enough? It's not fair, I think, to put a lot of professionals in that situation, and it puts that kind of pressure on us as artists to wonder how to go about making an announcement or denying being part of a project. So I genuinely would like to extend this, to share this with my media friends and extend this courtesy to all the professionals in the business, because it really puts others, and not so much us, I mean, it puts others in a very, very awkward situation vis-a-vis their films. So wait till announcements are made, because then it's only fair to all the professionals in our business.
That's it.
Thanks.
For more Bollywood updates, subscribe now to youtube.com/biscuittv.